Thunder fans, Travis Lennox here with the manager Shawn Chacon following a first half finale out here in Frederick, Maryland. Final two games, tough losses results-wise, losing last night, sudden death, and tonight 10-4 the final score. Tough ones. Well, I guess we'll start off, Shawn, with last night, the game. Sudden death loss, second time in a matter of a week. This game, you guys had a lead, tight game. Then obviously they scored 2 runs there in late in the game, tied the game up. And then sudden death. DJ Medic into the game after the 9th inning, gets out of the jam, and called for a balk there late. Kind of take me through that loss.
It seems like Almeida's in the middle of it again, But we played good baseball, other than, I would say, the last couple of innings tonight. But these 2 games here we played pretty good, and even in West Virginia. But other than that last game, that was a laugher. But the balk call last night, it's a tough call, and JJ's got a really good pickoff move. And after talking to the ump, when I went out there, he's like, he was pretty close all night, and my only beef was that he called it when he did, and again, it was a big moment in the game and sudden death. So, but JJ pitched well again, and those stuff that happened in those sudden death games, it's not really matter. He stepped in and shut down everything in the ninth, which was huge.
3 Ks that run on second base, 1 out, back-to-back 2 Ks straight on there again.
He's just showing that he's just showing that in big moments, like he's able to execute, and he's got nasty stuff too. His breaking ball is it's next level. So hopefully he continues doing that as we head into the second half. But yeah, that was that.
Ryan Calvert, the starter last night, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 7 Ks.
Yeah, Ryan pitched well, man. I wish I would have got to talk to him after the game, but he kind of bolted and bounced right after. I think he was supposed to be here in the second half, but I think he opted out for some reason. Not sure, but anyway, yeah, he pitched well, 6 innings. And then, the revolving door, as it's been in the first half, has just, continued. So, on to the next one.
Yeah, last night, but double steal in second inning. Again, Harry stole second, so it's still home. Then he had Mike Cooley, a couple of RBI doubles in the game. And I'm there, VP RBI double, again, a ground out. It was a tough one. But tonight's game, guys, had a lead 3-zip through 5 innings. Scored 3 runs in the first inning. Melendez ball blooped in there for a 2-run single. Nice to get her lead. Obviously, didn't end up that way, but
it was good to see him get a hit and get some RBIs, But again, like we got to play 9 innings, right? And you have to complete the game, and you got to give credit to Frederick Keys for staying in the game, keeping it there. Their pitchers, that pitcher started out like he wasn't going to last long, and he hung on and he gave him some innings. So that was huge for them, and that's just like any other, at any level. If your pitcher can keep the game close, give your offense a chance, and that's what they did. So. You give credit to them, you give credit to their defense, and, we are not a team that can play mistake-free baseball. So, I think it was only 1 error scored, but there were a couple of balls that should have been caught that our pitchers had a bad break on, and that would have completely changed the course of the game. So this is stuff for me as a coach and manager. Like, you just kind of file those things away, and then you use it to prepare the second half, guys.
What did you see from starter Brian Young today?
First time seeing him. Really good pitcher, man. Really good. You can see why he was the MAC pitcher of the year for sure. Command, able to keep hitters off balance. Would have loved to extend him a little bit, but we didn't want to blow him out. This is a game that doesn't matter, so we weren't, not that we're not trying to win, but it wasn't at the cost of, anybody overextending anyway.
Yeah, you brought in Colin Bosley-Smith, fit, got out of it. Nice job there, and you go to Luis Misla.
Yeah,
after that, it just didn't work out.
Wanted to see Misla again, and again, it wasn't about anything. Bosley-Smith is great. We could have left him in there probably, but we're seeing guys for the second half, so we bring in Misla to see if he can, what he can do against a left-hander, obviously, and just kind of his approach, and then again, we use that to prepare us for some of these guys in the second half. But he's also, a solid pitcher with great command, and it looks like we'll probably have, he and Brian Young as our, 1 and 2 starter to start the season, start the second half of the season anyway.
Yeah, cool. You mentioned game got away. The runs there, late 3-run score on a sac fly, and 3-run home run in the 8th inning. But then some other notes here. Aaron Willie made a huge diving catch, trying runners on base there to end early in the game, an inning. And the 3rd inning, talk on that catch and Willie as a whole.
Same runs too. It was one of those, another play that he's made, the 3rd one I've seen him make this season, where he saved runs and kind of ended took momentum away from the other team. So I'm gonna say it again, like I've been saying, that kid should get drafted. He should get an opportunity to wear a pro uniform and affiliated ball. And if it doesn't happen in the draft, it should happen soon after as an undrafted free agent. Otherwise, their teams are done, plain and simple.
Yeah, lineup today had Massey in left field, Willie in right. Paulo Norris got his first hit, 2 hits today. Exciting moment.
We let the guys that have been here since day one, we call them the perfect attendance guys that never missed a day, a game. We let them juju. We let them do the lineup, and they gave Paulo some love by putting him in there. And, he got a hit, one from the left, one from the right. So happy for him, Rowe made a great play in the outfield. The spin throw to second, amazing, actually. We'd like to see Wu get some action out there, right, but he wasn't able to. Those guys love to play the game. They love playing here with Trenton Thunder, and it's bittersweet because they're going to move on in their career. But you hate to see them go because you establish bonds with these guys. But I'm looking forward to following them all in their career.
Cool. In closing, so immediate thoughts on the first half. To wrap it up right after the game here, more later on, but.
I think it was good, dude. It was definitely up and down. We had some really high highs and some really low lows, but overall, the draft is what we're looking at as kind of the barometer to measure, where we're at, what we've been doing, and overall, I had a blast, man. It was so much fun managing this group of guys. This group of guys is probably the most solid group of human beings I've ever been around, and for me, that's the takeaway. I learned a lot from them. They made it so enjoyable that that's what's hard to say goodbye to these guys because they're the homies.
Yeah, we're all going different paths now. Follow them, obviously. Draft coming up.
Of course.
Tomorrow, obviously,
they're going different ways, but we never stop. That's the thing about baseball. You make friends for life, dude. And, I'm the type that I make real connections with people, and that's all that matters. The game we use, it's a tool, but for me, I'm always learning about myself and about what I'm putting out and how I can be a better person, dad, husband, all the above. So I appreciate these guys the fullest. The feedback that we've gotten from them, the love got back from them is just it's humbling. So again, it just makes it all worth it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And Shawn Chacon here. First half in the books, the draft league. The draft coming up starting tomorrow night, and you guys get 4 days off for the second half of the season begins on Wednesday, I believe. So rest up and take care. Get safe travels back, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you, Travis.
Talk soon, obviously, but again,
looking
good time talking to you as always.
Yeah, looking forward to the second half, dude, and getting back home and kicking some ass. So.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks, Shawn. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Right on, bro. Thank you, man.